is up, people of the internet, friends, not friends, strangers, friends.
We're working on my car today for a change, and it feels kind of weird. This is like refreshing.
Yeah.
We're gonna do stuff on my car.
We've been working on my car at my house like the past month and a half.
In case no one could tell.
Yeah. Yeah, it's about time we did some work on Matt's car.
And we're just doing like kind of fun stuff.
Yeah, just a little bit of fiddling.
Yeah, so because my car has a front wheel drive water setup, as does Dylan's, the front wheel drive water pumps don't have a bearing in them that like to put up with much clutch fan action.
Yeah.
And I've got a clutch fan on this car, so if I want to drive it the way that I want to drive it and not kill my water pump, I need to take that clutch fan off, and the only way to do that is to put a thermo fan on. Rev it up, son.
Yeah.
So we're gonna wire in a thermo fan in this car, wire in a little switch, and then if we get enough time, we're gonna put some
strobes in.
Some strobes into my reverse lights. That is so silly.
Yeah.
Someone was asking about that in the comments. They saw it on Dylan's Instagram, and yeah, I'm so keen for that. I reckon they look sick. Nobody wants to race me. What is this, a public road? Yeah, so this came off Dylan's car, as you can kind of tell, but he's kindly flipped the outlet on the back for me so that we don't see that. We just see that the top bit is not burnt. So we just got to remove the shroud here. We take the fan off from the actual pulley and then chuck this on, and it should look so much better. We're just going to test first that the fan actually works, because we don't want to pull everything off and then find out that it sucks.
Yeah, because this fan was in a fire.
I don't know if you guys know, Dylan's car lit on fire. Whee!
Nice. First time I installed this, I actually had it blowing forward. What that does is it actually creates like positive pressure against the airflow that comes through the car when you're moving. So the airflow is just going to like go either side of it. You're not actually going to get flow through the radiator.
It's not blowing air onto it, and it's not sucking it away from it.
It's just
doing
kind
nothing.
of creating like a high pressure air pocket. So like the air's not going to be flowing through the radiator. So my car was actually overheating because it wasn't getting air through it. And then I turned it around and it was sweet.
So don't do that.
Yeah, don't do that.
And we'll try not to do that today. Oh, mint. I've never had a thermo fan on a car before. Isn't that interesting?
That is actually.
I've always wanted one because they just look so much more pleasing.
Yeah, but Sylvia's just do better with the clutch fan.
Yeah, they do. I think a lot of cars do better with a clutch fan, unless you've got like a really good shrouded thermo fan setup, but...
Or you just have a car that you don't actually need that much cooling on because they run good.
Yeah. Oh, we're going to piss off Isaac again. Sorry.
What do they call it? The gold top?
Isaac called it the gold top, yeah. I've never heard anyone call it that until he said it. I mean, it makes sense. It's gold and it's on the top.
The mighty gold top.
More sound effects. Yay!
Grot. Nicer in here already. Look at that.
It really does. I hated that. And it's just like grotty. Like that. Yeah, dirty plastic sucks.
Bleh.
And I wasn't going to put any effort to like paint it.
Yeah. Especially when it didn't fit.
Yeah.
Bro, this car has air ride. Nice.
Sick. I've always wanted bags in my K70. Well, it's hard. I can't see the study studs. Where'd you put the nuts, my
They're
friend?
in my hand. The nuts are always in my hand.
That's appropriate. Just do it by hand. Do it with my massive muscles.
Wow, you're huge, Matt.
I really am big.
Well done.
Thanks.
You been hitting the gym lately?
No,
Nice.
don't even need to, dude.
Just use your brain to work out those muscles.
Yeah, I sit on YouTube and watch people go to the gym, and it just makes me bigger.
Osmosis. We couldn't find any of those zip tie kits for the radiator fans, so we're just using regular zip ties, and I'm cutting up these little pieces of rubber to go on the front side of the radiator to just disperse the load and have a bit of give on it, so it's not just going to mangle all the fins. So that goes through like that, and then I get one of my little things I've made, and then I've got I got little bits of zip ties, the ends of the zip ties with the zips on them that I've cut off, and they're going to work like nuts, kind of. Like a nut to a bolt, or a zip to a tie. That's it.
That's it.
That's what it's all about.
Fancy schmancy bits of rubber.
Custom made. Custom fabricated. I've got another plug here, so it's like an Econoseal kind of thing.
Tasty. You can
And
hear that click.
The click. We all know Matt likes a good click and clip.
Yeah, cop that, me.
That wasn't a dig. It was just it's just a statement
I don't get
of
it
fact.
either way.
Well, in the last video, you were like, "I love that."
Oh, dude, it sounded so good though.
Yeah, it did.
It sounded better than that.
So these have these little guys. Just got this little thing filed down with a hand file to fit this in there, and it's actually pretty neat.
It's meant it's nice and tight because that switch actually has a fair bit of resistance. Like you got to push kind of hard to get it. It sounds so nice.
How good is that?
And it's not like crappy silver, like cheapo looking stuff. I mean, it doesn't like it looks like it's worth $1 million, but
Yeah.
I like it more than the silver switch personally. It just looks like it's OEM. It's supposed to be there. That's like everything we do in our cars is like to that effect.
Yes.
Or trying to be.
Cars is OEM.
Yes, especially the part where everything is from an 8.6.
Don't tell the boys.
Yeah.
So I got my little sealed up guys.
Oh, neat.
And then that clips down like that.
We ready?
And this goes like that.
Sick.
It might just start working.
Ah! Sick. Rev it up. Rev it up, son. Man, it sounds better than my car. Is it doing the thing? Yeah. High fives all around.
Nice.
Thanks, lad.
Neat for a sort of temporary install.
Yeah.
Alright, so next on the agenda we're putting in these flashes. So it's just
Yes.
mounting through the back of this Parker here in addition to the standard light so that it can be run on a separate circuit. It's just this little light, has a little grommet on it. That's how it mounts up. And it's got a little flasher circuit that runs through this.
And you can choose how it flashes, which we'll show you later when we plug these in. And you just turn it on and off. You just hide this little switch in your cabin. And then your Parkers on your lights just go... And it's wicked. And this is really nerve-wracking for me because, like, obviously these are more expensive than the standard lights, and we just had to drill a huge hole in them.
Yeah, massive hole.
But it's alright.
It'll be alright.
It's fine.
We'll show you me doing the next one.
It's fine.
It's okay. It's gonna be alright. Big hole.
Big hole, and we have to actually make it a lot bigger than that with a Dremel.
Yeah.
So now it's all Dremeled and all fancy. It's actually,
quite
dude,
nice.
I'm like pretty impressed with that. Oh, and that rubber grommet just chills in there, and there you go, and then it goes.
It goes blah, 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 blah.
So, to do the taillights is super easy. We'll show you. Done.
Nice, and then we'll just Dremel it out.
This has been fixed.
Yeah.
Every one of these is broken.
It's so
Every single one I've ever seen. If you have a tail light setup that's on the driver's side, and this corner...
No, it's both sides, bro.
Dude,
Look
this
at the other side.
Yeah, this one too. But there's some where I swear the left side isn't broken, but this one is just 100% of the time.
Your one's been fixed in like a half decent way with just like a piece of metal.
Yeah, our old ones just had like aluminium foil.
Dude, my current one just has the globes just chilling. They just kind of dangle.
It's just not even fixed at all.
Yeah, it's not. Alright, and then you just scoop that bad boy in there. Boop. Oh, I can already see you writing that comment. You probably wrote it already. Where do I get these? They're from eBay, and the listing doesn't exist anymore.
Oh no, really?
Yeah, that's it.
Damn
so,
it.
Sorry about it.
Coincidentally, they're also on our store. I'm kidding.
I wish.
We just...
So badass.
I was just saying to Dylan, this side's like kind of, I don't know if it's cooler, but it's sick because these just look like the reverse lights, because the reverse lights are always white, whereas on the front, my lights are yellow, obviously to like suit how they came from factory. So I think that's just kind of sick that people would just think that the reverse lights are doing that.
Yeah.
Did you spook a bunch of people if they were behind you and you just flicked them on and they thought you were reversing?
Dude, I kind of love that they're narrow at the back and wide at the front. Something about that makes it seem kind of fast. It's kind of like the whole attitude of the Corolla, having the wide, tilty front wheels and the narrow rear wheels.
Yeah, I think that's really awesome. Man, people that just like haven't owned any of these cars, this just like explains to you why they don't weigh anything. It's like what the whole thing
just
that's what the whole thing sounds like.
It's like a 10-ton wheels.
Yeah. 10-ton wheels.
Can't get the backs working yet, but it still looks so good. I love it. It's so bright. Really? Yeah.
My brakes are so squeaky, dude.
That's all we have time for today. We are unable to get the wiring done today completely, but we hopefully are going to do it tomorrow. We'll see how we go. Alright, it is the night of tomorrow, and we're at my house. We're going to finish wiring up the flashes.
The little flashes. I just got them hanging here because we just hooked up the battery yesterday to make sure they work and they look sick.
Yeah.
So now we're actually going to make them work legit, and then we're going to go for a drive, and then we can see the front and the back go flashy flash.
Flashy flash. Yeah, let's get it.
We're doing the rears. We've kind of done the fronts, and the wire runs to the interior. And if you can't tell, it's really cold right now. We don't usually do work at night, so we got some floodlights kind of lighting everything up.
It's like 7 or 6 degrees.
Yeah, it's gonna make it sound real weak.
But that's Celsius.
Celsius, not Fahrenheit. Otherwise, wouldn't we just like be dead?
Yeah, we'd be dead. But I've put actually quite a bit of effort into this wiring loom, so it's like got shielding on it, and it's all heat shrink.
All of this looks better. Like this is OEM, and this is the flashes. Like
actually,
eat your heart out, Toyota.
Yeah. But yeah, so I've got it running along like where the standard loom goes, and then this is where I'm going to extend it from, and we'll get it to the front, and then we'll just get power to it, and then it's pretty much done. Lasers.
The rear section's all wrapped up now. We're only wrapping this bit because that's what's going to be in the boot, and then this is going to be in the cabin, and it's going to go under the carpet, so it doesn't matter. Nice.
Yes.
It's gonna be sick. Oh, dude, you're like really big on the wall.
Big boy.
That's actually cool. Alright, so we suck, and we measured the front wires way too long. Wait, Dill, do you want to grab the front? So the front actually goes past there, and the back doesn't even make it. Oh, that sucks. That's actually really funny.
Sometimes you lose, and other times you lose.
The short one has now been extended, and we have the plugs. I was going to say the right length, but that's a lie. We have them at a length that will reach.
Work.
So now we're just going to have to tuck it up. Yeah. It's quite cool having. We got big floodlights like just here. I can't put them on the camera because then the camera will go blind. But it's quite cool. We got the back and the interior back together because we have to pull that all apart and the wires through. Other than that, we just need to find power, and then we'll plug them in.
Yeah.
And I'm excited to see what they look like in the dark.
Yeah.
Have you seen them at night before?
Only the reverse lights.
Sick. I'm very curious.
And bright.
And we've got we've got a wall here and we've got a fence there. So I'm kind of hoping that we'll see flashes like all over the walls.
Yeah, that'd be sick.
That'd be awesome. So it's nearly 10 o'clock and it's really cold.
It's 3 degrees.
And this was probably not worth it, but it was totally worth it. We're saying that this is like so much more effort than anyone's ever put in to do this.
Yeah,
Definitely.
We tried to make the wiring really neat. Aside from it being too long in the cabin, everywhere else is like really sort of anal with the wiring and how it's run. So,
but
it works so well. Wait,
let's do it.
We'll show you where it is. So, basically, it comes on. It gets ignition switch power from the fuse box, and then the control is just down here.
Sick.
And you just press the on button.
Press the on button, and there are parties. Alright, so it's dark, but not anymore. It's pitch black, and you can just see this thing flashing everywhere. That is so silly. so silly. And I'm really cold.
It's freezing. You wouldn't.
Not here. No.
Alright, that is the end of that. What a silly little install. And the fan's running, you can hear the fan running as
Yeah,
well.
it's so Dylan bought these like years back, and we just never put them on any cars, and Dylan didn't put it on his own car. And you can't buy them anymore, which is really annoying. So we're gonna do our best to try and make a kit.
Yeah, we'll try and stock them on our
we've
site.
We've already had like heaps of messages on Instagram asking where we got them from, and we don't have a link because they don't exist. So,
Yeah.
we would love to list them.
Yeah, we'll try and
make all the
amend
links
that.
right for people, or at least like make it so that you can just have a link and then cut it yourself instead of having to extend it.
Yeah, because it's a real pain to do that.
Yeah.
But it's just such a cool little
It's awesome.
addition.
I
It looks so
absolutely
sick.
adore
And now, we got the electric fan on there, so that's a huge bonus.
Yeah.
It will get wired into switch either with the ECU or just with like a thermistor.
Probably just a thermistor, I think.
Yeah. But we've got to get some relays going for that. So
We'll sort that out soon.
yeah.
Sick.
Thanks heaps for watching. Don't
Peace.
forget to hit that MF like button, motherfucker.
You can't swear. Bye.
Thanks heaps for watching. Bye. Come back for me, man.